Then 28 years away from our homeland, Jamaica, and flew to John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City, where she would take her very first steps on U.S. soil. She had left her 3 children, my older brother Devon, our baby sister Alicia, and me, in the care of her mother, our grandmother, in order to work, save money, apply for, and eventually earn U.S. citizenship, and then sponsor us to follow in her footsteps in this great land of ours. It was an enormous sacrifice to be away from her young children. Devon was 9, I was 2, and Alicia was only 7 months old. And it was an equally enormous sacrifice for our grandmother, who at 64 years had 7 of her own children, to then decide of raising her daughter's kids for an indefinite period of time. These 2 courageous women could not have known how events were going to play out. In fact, on April 4th, 1968, the day after my mother had arrived, civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot and killed in Memphis, Tennessee, setting off riots in over 100 U.S. cities where scores of buildings were set on fire in protest. As my mother tells it, this horrifying tragedy and the terrifying aftermath were the very first things she saw on American television. She was shocked, dismayed, scared, and appalled, and filled with uncertainty about what it all meant and even what to do next. What she did do next would change the history of our family. While someone else may have thought that the country was too volatile, too filled with hate, anger, and division to stay and tough things out, she instead collected herself and thought about her kids back home, who she wanted to help raise out of deep poverty to give us a fighting chance at a better life. She decided to forge ahead, and after 10 long years, her dream was finally realized on August 28, 1978, when my brother, sister, and I landed at the same John F. Kennedy International Airport to reunite once again with her as a family. Ironically,
absolutely. I'm gonna give some credit.
Ironically, that day we arrived was the 15th anniversary of the March on Washington, where on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., Dr. King had given his now famous speech titled, "I Have a Dream."
Eat this raw. We'll eat this raw.
Our march to achieve our own dreams had only just begun. The neighborhood we would live in, the one my mother could afford, was Brownsville, Brooklyn. Legendary heavyweight boxer Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, was from Brownsville. Brownsville was so rough, I had to get out. But despite all the violence and shootings and drug dealing happening around us, my mother worked hard to keep us on the straight and narrow, insisting that we focus on our education, getting good grades in school above all else.
That make me want to cry.
But my mother's plan would not work out the way she had envisioned it. A little over 2 years later, while attending Brooklyn Technical High School, I saw a classmate playing chess. I was always good at board games, so I challenged him, and he completely demolished me. I couldn't understand why that had happened until a short time later, I happened to see a book on chess in the school library. I didn't know there were books on chess, so I checked it out of the library, went home, studied it cover to cover, and returned to challenge my friend. He crushed me again. Turns out he had read that book and a bunch of other books. However, the fire had been lit. I started checking more books out of the library and begging my dad, who we visited on the weekends, to buy me even more books. And I went to the parks in Brooklyn where the hustlers would play for music and distracted you by talking trash the whole time. Not a day of studying, thinking about, or dreaming of chess. My mother didn't take too kindly to this obsession. To her, she had not made all those sacrifices for me to waste all my time on a stupid board game. When I proudly brought home a certificate that showed that I had been officially awarded the title of chess master for my excellent performance in chess tournaments, she stared at it and asked in Jamaican patois, "Where the money there? Where is the money?" She wanted us to have dream jobs, doctors, lawyers, accountants, engineers, college professors, jobs that were respectable, jobs that she could understand, jobs that she herself, with her limited educational opportunities, have the credentials for. I understood what my mother wanted. So I stayed in school, went to college, and studied electrical engineering. And when that got too intense and got in the way of my chess studies, I switched to becoming an English major. How hard could that be? I speak English.
It's hard.
But I kept chasing my ultimate dream of trying to become a grandmaster, the highest title you could have in chess. But it wasn't so. I had started at 14 when most future grandmasters start at 6, 7, or 8. Learning chess is like learning a language. It's easier to pick up when you're young. So I had major gaps to fill. But I didn't care that the grandmasters that I had read about and wanted to be like had started at a much younger age than I had. I wanted nothing more than to be really good at this game. So while I was trying to stay awake in my college classes, I was thinking about chess. When I needed some money, I got a job teaching chess. When life got real and there wasn't enough time in the day to study chess, to work, and finish up my college degree, I decided to go to school part-time, taking 1 or 2 classes a semester. My mother didn't complain too much because she could see that teaching chess was actually making me a decent living. And by then, I was 20, 21 years old, and she really couldn't and really didn't want to tell me what to do. It would take me over 10 years to finally achieve my dream. I saved up what little resources I had to take trips to other countries to play in international chess tournaments. I made many mistakes along the way, lost many big games. But I learned that making mistakes and losing were both a part of the process. That for every great destination, it's the journey that gives it real value. Slowly, I got good enough to start beating top players, and then to start beating them consistently. And finally, in 1999, at age 33, I won the game that made me the first African-American grandmaster in the history of chess. There is an idea in chess called retrograde analysis, or backward thinking. It means that in order to understand the past or even the present, you must first know the future. A simple example is pregnancy. If a woman becomes pregnant, she's unable to know until a few weeks later when the signs start to show it, or a pregnancy test reveals it. Life can often be like that. About a year after my daughter was born, I had this sudden feeling of anger and resentment towards my mother that I had not felt in many years. I could not understand how she could have left me back in Jamaica. I could never even imagine leaving my little girl behind for 10 months, much less 10 years. I couldn't shake the feeling, so I called her on the phone and confronted and challenged her to explain how she could have done this. I heard a long sigh on the other end. She paused and proceeded to explain that she obviously hadn't wanted to leave us behind, but that she had felt that she had to. She had wanted nothing more than to have us have the chances she never did. As she spoke, and as we both became emotional to the point of tears, I realized that while I was feeling sorry for myself for somehow being abandoned, it was actually she who had had to suffer. She had to live for all those years without her babies, had to miss out on all the beautiful moments of being able to watch us grow and change and become little people, interesting and funny personalities, opinions. I had never thought about, nor could I have truly understood her pain and loneliness if I hadn't time traveled 25 years into the future and had a child of my own. Today, your future awaits. For those of you proud graduates, this day is a new chapter in your story. In 25 years, you will look back to see how the story played out. You will come to understand the sacrifices made by the folks who helped you get here.
What's he having, Sean?
I can give you these words of advice. The things you don't quite understand now, you will. The things you think you know will look very different with the passage of time. The emotional baggage or scars you may have, do your future self a favor and start trying to let them go now. It may not help you get there any faster, but it will make the journey a bit lighter, a bit easier to handle. You get to dream dreams your parents may not have thought were even possible. Dreams that to them may not even make any sense. That's okay. They'll catch on. Today, if you walk into my mother's house, she'll proudly show you the newspaper articles about her son, the chess grandmaster. She may not be able to explain exactly what that is, but she will say the words with pride. She tells me time and time again that she's proud of me, not just because of what I accomplished, but because I worked so hard to achieve the dream I believed in. And I tell her time and again that I'm ever so grateful that she showed me by her shining example what it means to focus on your dreams no matter what the obstacles that stand in your way, that you have to make sacrifices and take chances to get what you really desire. Graduates, you have proven that you can do the work to achieve your dream. You proved it to your professors, you proved it to your fellow classmates, you proved it to your parents, but most importantly, you proved it to yourself. The hard work you put in to walk across this stage with a diploma in hand shows to everyone that you have the strength, the fortitude, the resiliency, and the determination to get the job done. You will forever share this day with all your classmates, your professors, your deans, your parents, your family, and friends. However long it took for you to get here doesn't matter. Whether you worked your tail off to get it done in 3 or 4 years, which sounds like a slacker after I hear 5 months, or if you took the slow boat, like some of us, because life had something to say, you made it. You got to the end game. You could tell the world, checkmate.
Dang, mate. Yay.
Today, one game ends and another game begins. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Congratulations, WGU class of 2024. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give Maurice one more round of applause and thank you for his inspiring words. We certainly are grateful for your time and association with us and each and every one of us, for certainly also demonstrating and providing an example of how one actually does not squander the privileges and opportunities that a mother who came before you and the sacrifices that she made, and certainly has set not only your life, but also the lives of those who come behind you on better footing. That is what each and every one of you have done. We're so grateful that you have made those decisions sometime in your past have now brought you to this point. And for that reminder now, that what are you now going to do from this point forward, and where will it take you next? We certainly know that it will have an impact on your family, on your friends, on the work and the colleagues and everyone that you associate with. We're so grateful for our own association with you, our graduates, this class of 2024.
David, go get in your house.
It is now time for our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Dr. Courtney Hills Macbeth, who will confer degrees.
Thank you, President Pulsifer. We proudly recognize each of our master's degrees who wear a hood bearing the color of their discipline. Although you're not physically here with us, if you are a candidate for master's degree or educator endorsement, please rise if you're able. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree or endorsement you have earned, to include the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Masters of Education, Masters of Health Leadership, Master of Science, or Educator
I can't
endorsement.
wait till that's
with all
me,
the rights and
man. Let me
privileges
tell
thereto
you. When I
appertaining.
come back for the master.
Congratulations
That day-
and welcome to the community of
Is that me?
innovative, bold,
I'm
and
not on the
credible
master's one. I'm on the
professionals.
master's one. They're gonna show me on
Stand
that
by
one.
for your moment in the spotlight.
Okay, so
Now
gonna
we
show-
will
this the
proudly
master's one.
recognize
I'm
each
in
of our
the
bachelor's
next part,
degree
you
well,
guys.
that's
graduates.
wonderful.
If
Well,
you
in the
are a
next one, I'll be in the
candidate
first round.
for a
With the
bachelor's
master's
degree or a
grad.
post-baccalaureate
Oh, well, go ahead.
teaching
I'll
preparation
I'm
endorsement,
proud.
please
Here,
rise
wait,
if you are
man.
able. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors
You
of
gotta
Western
stand up when
Governors
it's yours.
University,
Yeah, I think I'm
I
gonna be on
hereby
screen.
confer upon you the bachelor's
When they-
degree or
This is me.
endorsement you have earned,
Oh, that's
to include the
wonderful.
Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science in your areas of specialization,
Bachelor's of Science.
with all the
Woo!
rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may now move the tassel from the right to the left side
There
of
I
your
am.
mortarboard.
There's Rochelle. There she is.
Yes,
Look at her. She did
Stand by
it.
for
Look
your
at
moment.
Rochelle.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Fraser,
That's
Senior
my
Vice President of the College
Dean.
of Business.
of the College
On
of
behalf of
Business.
all of us here, at
That's
Western Governors,
wonderful.
including the program
Yes, sir.
members,
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
evaluators, we would like to congratulate you on earning your degree.
That's wonderful. Rochelle was in there. Isn't
Yeah,
that
I made it on the
wonderful?
live one.
I'm graduating. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Michael
Yes.
Ainsworth. Olivia.
Now they'll go one by
Allen.
one. I didn't get this email to me yet, so I guess after this,
Ellie
then they'll send me my
Atkinson.
one clip. They're gonna
Yeah.
show it, but they'll send me one to have of
Max
myself.
Bacon.
Oh, okay.
Arwaz Barniji. Brianna Betty Davis. Jennifer
It's
Bauman.
gonna last a little while.
Hey,
'Cause we got a
Jennifer.
big class.
Erica
We gotta
Beatty.
get big class.
Hey, Erica.
Muamera Beganovich.
I'm coming back to get that.
Go
I'm
ahead,
coming back
girl.
to get that.
Wendy
That's
Bellaccio
next.
Gill.
Wendy.
Heather Beeman.
And Heather. Well, go ahead, sis. Go
Michael
ahead.
Oh, I like her
Bennett.
painting. in the
Michael Bennett. I seen him before.
Juan Pandaren.
Pandarian. Ah, he got. Go ahead, boss.
I can't even say
I'm
nothing because
proud
that's
of
how
you.
I watched.
Carson.
I watched
Bowman.
all
Carson
the graduations from 1996. Their
Brianna
very
Brown.
first graduation.
Brianna
You know,
Brown.
August of this year will be their 100th
Bro, could you be
graduation.
quiet? Brown. Ah, go ahead. They about to call you.
Blumenglot.
They're doing the master's people first.
Joshua Bush.
Go ahead, talk then. Go
That's
ahead.
why I'm talking now.
Okay,
Because
go
we got a
ahead.
chance now. As soon as they, oh, all right. Well, now they're doing it.
Cheryl
Wait, they did
Cassidy.
both. That person did one.
Cheryl.
Wow.
They,
Kaylee
yeah, they
Cheatham.
waited to do both their degrees in one graduation. That's why they listed both.
Pablo Collins.
I told the graduate to be quiet. Ain't that?
Joey
Real tough,
Harrigan
real tough
Collins.
here. It's a tough crowd. I go through so much, but I be making it though.
Tom, go ahead.
Oh, shoot.
Denise Danielle Callio.
Shanice, congratulations.
Susanna Daniels.
Anyway, I was trying to say this year in
Alicia
August will be their
Delilah.
100th graduation.
Wow.
Tasha
I went
Jarrett.
back and watched all the different ones from 1996 up until now.
Diogene
This August
Basin.
will be their 100th commencement.
Wow.
So they've
Eric
had 100
Joseph
graduating classes.
Bushinger Jr. Macy Go.
Yep. Oh wait, I want to
Sophia
Oh, you
say
stay there. You are in it. I'm stay right there.
Loran
You already in it.
You want to be on the side looking cute,
I'm
but y'all.
I'm on the same thing.
Don't worry.
Tarina
You just don't know how to stream.
Sure don't.
Amanda
I know how to graduate though. I know how to
That's it.
graduate.
That's it.
Robert Haywood.
See, they did.
You
both
remember
of them.
you showed me how to do the
Melissa
stream
Hedman.
years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Melissa.
Chad Henricks.
Chad.
Stephanie Hinton.
That's some accomplishment, a master's of business.
Devastina
Administration. I
Holloway.
can't wait to come back for it. Oh.
That's wonderful.
Montea Hopkins
That's
Chief.
not easy.
No, it isn't.
Corey
not
Red
easy.
Howe.
Well, go ahead, Corey.
Thanks for your service, Corey.
Miranda Hudson.
It's wonderful.
Cheyenne Hughes.
Yeah, some people didn't send in
Krista
videos.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's what it'd be like when it come up like that if they don't do the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Samantha King.
okay.
Lindsay Nee.
Aw.
Simone Lee.
Simone Lee.
That's why it was
Melissa,
only a handful of us
Masters.
for the live because they send it out to everybody,
Azevedo,
but you know.
Lily.
Well, go ahead, Lily. You're standing.
Mike Bowman.
Yeah, I'm decorating my master's one
Emily
too. My
Long.
master's cap again gown. I'm gonna
Yeah,
decorate that one
that's wonderful.
Kathleen Lawrence.
because they have such nice decorations for the in-person
Rebecca
graduations.
Lorenz.
They do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to take y'all to the
Ludix.
party, the alumni party.
Yeah.
They have such
Priscilla
nice like
Manley.
events for the
Yeah.
school too. They have good food
Tanisha
and good
Manley.
decorations. The DJ looks nice and everything.
Monica
Well, that's
McNeil.
wonderful. I would love to go.
Yeah,
Juliana
especially since this is my last degree, so we got to party good.
Yeah.
We got to party good for it.
Moore. Tyler Mowry. Brandon Mishlevius.
This makes me think. Y'all remember the Bill Cosby episode
Alan
when
Nashville.
Theo graduated?
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember?
Yeah.
Mommy, you
Michelle
remember? I know you don't
Newsom.
remember that.
Ben Nguyen.
For those who do remember, when
Julia
Theo
Hunt.
graduated on the
Okay,
Cosby Show, his graduation was like 4 hours long. Everybody sitting in the graduation audience, they calling all the names,
That's
waiting for Theo Cosby to be
wonderful.
called.
Yeah, right.
And they over there falling asleep. Everybody, other families fading off because they did random names like my school. It
Right.
wasn't in alphabetical order, so he was at the top of the list. And he had thousands of graduates in his
Jesse
class.
Pike.
So they sitting in there 4 hours later.
Gavin Posey.
But they graduated though. And when they hollered
Christopher
Theo's
Wilmot.
name, the whole family sprouted
Yeah,
up and
right, I
went
remember.
crazy. Yeah, on the
Zach
episode.
Rasmussen.
They
Mommy
got a
don't know.
master of business, and that's what you're signing in?
Yeah, on Wednesday I take my enrollment
Layla
appointment
Robinson.
and I'll be starting July 1st in my master's program.
Tasha
That's
Roger.
My
wonderful.
MBA program too, of all master's degrees. I'm doing an
Matthew
MBA program.
Rude.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Patrick
I'm
Ryan.
excited. I can't believe it, but I
Forrest
can.
Schmeling.
It's long overdue.
Rochelle, this
and
is so,
it's right on
I'm
time at
so
the same
proud
time.
of this. I really am proud. We are proud to
Anais
see
Selden.
all of this. You know, some accomplishments.
Tyler
You know,
Slusher.
through all you've been through, I'm really
Jennifer
really
Summers.
amazed over all of this. I'm telling you,
Lisa Steele Davis.
it's touched my heart to see
Erica
all of this. The kids
Dickman.
graduating, the speeches, everything.
Erica
Everything is so
Norman.
just touching today. You know.
Tamara.
I'm grateful
Ryan
to
Tam.
be able to share it with you.
Jason
Brian.
You did it. You did it.
It's nice to be in a
Stephanie
different
Trowbridge.
space and in
You
a
did
different
I'm
category
proud.
of person.
I'm
Wow.
proud of you,
Yeah.
Rochelle. You did wonderful.
Christopher West. Eshawn
I
Wajiguna
never
Rodney.
seen one like this.
Kyra Wilhite.
Yeah, you know, like they
Abby
can come in and do
Williams.
that. You know, all over the world they doing that. All over the
Verity
world.
Williams.
This is nice how they got it set up.
Yeah,
Tamara
They
Wood.
Help
have
people. They're
international
helping
students.
people all over the world.
yeah.
Summer
There are people
Unions.
like from the Grandmaster from Jamaica. We have international students, a part of
Oh
each
yeah.
each different class. Like,
Yeah.
Lisa
oh, okay. It starts.
Abrams.
This
All
gonna be
right.
my class,
Here we
the
go.
business bachelors.
Aaron Elstock. Samantha Angus.
See if I can catch myself.
John Christopher Arnold.
See if I can be,
Christina
like, right here
Ashley.
and just catch it when I come on screen. I was like, okay.
Melanie Axline. April Askew.
I'll be ready.
Anthony Bartlett.
Woo, Anthony!
Eric Bates.
They might be going in alphabetical order for this one, and I might be at the
Jessica
end.
Betson.
That's what it's looking like.
Joshua Boyd. Shawnee Bunyard.
Woo, Shawnee!
Scott Callahan.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Ashley Carter. Andrea Chambers.
Hi, puppy.
Emily Chitwood.
Pennsylvania.
Samantha Cotton. Stephen Noel Cruz.
Woo! I like this.
Kimberly Daly.
Drake.
Grantlin Daniels.
Yes.
Castle.
Michael Foltz. Angelita Gallegos.
Okay, we getting there. We halfway there.
Alicia Gentry. Nicole Green.
Where'd I go?
Della Greer.
Go ahead, Della.
Jessica Brello.
It's wonderful.
Kimberly Grippo.
You know, you guys
Stephen
only have
Ray
one kid in me, so I'm
Gutierrez.
glad to be able to do things like this for you.
Christopher
There's a lot of
Hubbard.
things I could bring home to tell you for news, so
Ileana
I'm grateful.
Amby
Yeah.
Rogers. Tiffany Hanley. Corey Hartman.
IT.
Kimberly
man.
Hawkins.
Y'all got all kind of
Jay
different
Heifel.
fields.
Yeah.
Oh, they got healthcare too.
Catherine
Mhm.
Hernandez.
I was gonna switch to it for a minute. I went through all of them. I wanted to do IT. I was
You
gonna
did
do HR.
wonderful, Rochelle. You did
Allison
wonderful
Ice.
just to accomplish that. Through all you've
Jamie
been through.
Johns.
I'm so proud of that. Could it be the other way?
Kelsey
man?
That's what I was
Jenkins.
about to
I'm
say.
telling
too.
you.
There were
Jennifer
so many
Kirsten.
times that you
Yeah.
guys were worried.
It's accomplished.
If you would even have
Rachel
me,
Kettner.
like here on earth,
in
let
this
alone in
entire
good
world,
standing.
not just in the
In
land,
good
city,
health.
and community. It's in the entire world. You know, this
Alan
is such an
Trejo.
accomplishment,
I thank
and I'm
God.
proud of it.
Thank you.
Cameron Lee.
We ain't having no funerals and all that over here. y'all.
Danielle
Can't
Yanis.
pay for this.
God, I get this word.
Ashley
Thank you,
Lynn
Jesus.
McBrien.
Thank you, Lord.
It's a blessing.
Rebecca Mace. Margie Madden.
So proud of this for all these
Tiara
students.
Madsen.
Yeah.
Crystal Martiri. Lauren McConnell. Jessica McIntosh.
Room. You think we could find
Adelise Mendez. Jill
Did you give
Marsh.
anything?
Tracy Micah.
Okay, Tracy.
Tony
Some
Marie
butter in it.
Montemorano.
Go ahead, Tony.
Jacqueline Musto. Braden Packer. Ari Perez.
All right, now we have about 2:30.
Tavia Perry.
Go ahead, Tavia. Oh, you look professional. Who you
Hillary
starting work
Phillips.
with? Does she look like she going in the
Shiva
office?
Phillips.
Go ahead, Toshiba. We putting in
Benjamin
applications at the
Clinton.
graduation these days. We just look like we walking in the office
Erica
tomorrow.
Hoppy.
Go ahead, classmates.
Brittany Simone
You got
Porter.
an extra knife?
Hey, Brittany.
Eric Reed.
And I take that straight. Extra knife.
Katie
I take that.
Rewerts.
Oh my God.
Aaron Robinson.
Robinsons.
Joseph Mark
You
Rhoda.
might be cousins. All right.
Elizabeth Roma.
Okay, Lily.
Anna Royal.
Anna.
Morris Royal.
Yay, Morris.
Marie St. Louis.
All right, Marie.
Lucas Salazar.
All right, Lucas.
Jennifer Santana.
I'm making like
That's
mommy.
free.
Melissa Seed.
Go to bed.
Candace
Go to bed.
You
Silverman.
do egg whites and
Go to bed.
Monier Singleton,
Nutmeg and the vanilla with.
Jennifer Stripling, Allison Summers Warner,
That salmon smells so good.
Jasmine Taylor,
You know, somebody said, I got to tell y'all that joke later.
Ross Thorpe, Tara Juliana,
Okay, I'm coming up. Let me see if I can.
Desiree Underwood,
Because it's TUVW.
Ada Usmani,
That's wonderful, Ada. You did it.
Aaron Walters,
Okay, Aaron. Rochelle coming up. Rochelle coming up.
Rochelle
There
Whiskey.
go
Congratulations
Rochelle!
to the College of Business. Hello, I'm Stacey Ludwig Johnson.
They didn't show me waving.
Michelle.
But they
I
showed
was
me
the
though.
last one too.
You were. Yeah, I remember on your picture.
It's because you,
I did do
it's because
this.
you were
My
Whitfield.
All of
picture
your
with this.
program
W.
mentors, your
Yeah,
course
I guess you
instructors,
know that.
evaluators, and the field experience team, and the
That's
rest
cool.
of the
They did
night
their
owl
best.
network. We wish you the very best.
They did their best.
That's wonderful. You did great. Hey, Rochelle,
Mhm.
Aaron Roberson.
what is that?
The teachers
Asia
college. That was the business college. So I'm done.
Renee
Okay.
Anderson.
Do you know how to hit this?